this video. I cannot believe I am literally just a few months away from being a 5-year flight attendant, y'all. You know what that means? That means mama is seasoned. She know what she's doing. She about to get that 5-year pay, and she is here to slay. What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl Fierceness, and I'm back with a brand new video. In today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some of my video interview tips for your 2019-2020 flight attendant hiring season. If you've been rocking with me, I want to thank you so much for returning. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for your support. And if this is the first time that you've landed on my channel, how you doing? Welcome. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn your notification bells on down there, because I have amazing flight attendant content coming for all of you lovely hopefuls or even current flight attendants. So whether you have received the video interview already and you haven't filmed it, or you're awaiting your video interview, you're probably freaking out. You're like, what the HE double hockey sticks is a video interview? Is there gonna be someone on the other end? What are they gonna ask me? What should I wear? What about my hair? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the video interview tips in segments. We're gonna do before the video interview, during, and after, because I gotta cover you guys on all bases. And yes, I'm just a few months away from being a 5-year flight attendant. However, you guys have been setting people up for success, as I've told you before. So I'm constantly talking to people who get their CJOs with various airlines, and they're telling me what's a little bit different. But for the most part, honestly, even though aviation is forever changing, a lot of things stay the same, which I'm super excited about. The first thing that you want to do before you even get the video interview or click start on the video interview is you want to familiarize yourself with STAR format, STAR method, whatever you need to be familiar with STAR. What is STAR, you ask? STAR is situation, task, action, result. You are literally laying out the situation. What happened? You're highlighting the task that was at hand. You're telling them the action you had to take, and you're summing it up and saying this was the result. Do yourself a favor, Google STAR format, STAR method, and you'll see that this is a format that interviewers use to answer behavioral questions. So another thing that you want to do is you want to brainstorm the good, the bad, when you had a difficult customer in your previous or current job, when you had a difficult coworker. How did you handle that? What was it like? And you want to answer that in situation, task, action, result. Literally, y'all, it's just telling a story from beginning to the end. I did it. You can do it. It's not something that's so difficult that it can't be done. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Like, I believe in you. So I'm just saying, people is out here getting their CJOs. They're getting these wings. So what are you going to do to make sure that you do too? Even if you have done the video interview in the past with whatever airline you applied for and you did not make it to the next step, don't freak out. Don't sell yourself short. Y'all, it happens to the best of us, okay? You just need to make sure that you're on point. So that's why we're talking about the beforehand steps. What you're gonna do so that when you get that video interview invite, you're ready. Okay, so let's move along. Another key component, which I highly suggest, and I did this when I was interviewing, is I recorded myself. And I noticed that when I recorded myself, I said a lot. There are certain words that I just say a lot, and when I did my video interview, I probably still said a lot. But I tried to just catch bad patterns, if you will, and work on those things. And I don't know, y'all, I got hired, so I guess I did something a little bit right. I think it's really important to video record yourself, because this is what you don't want to be doing, but we'll get there. So I talk with my hands a lot, and I feel like it's only when I'm on YouTube. It's super strange because I don't do that. I'm not like, sir, can I get you something to drink this morning? Okay, would you like any sugar? How do you, I don't do all of that on the aircraft. It's just in my videos. I don't know, I think it's because we're friends and I'm telling you guys a story and I'm really passionate about it. So I'm like, friend, do you understand me, friend? Okay. So moving right along, another thing that you want to do before you even get the video interview going, or you even receive the invite, is you want to think about where you're going to record. That is super, super important. You want to make sure that you have really, really great lighting. So I know some people may think that when you get the video interview invite, they tell you there's no rush or you have this many days. No, you don't. Remember that Fierceness told you, if you get that video interview tonight, you are doing it tomorrow morning. Listen, I heard that if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And I am setting you up for success and telling you what to do before your video interview even comes in or it's time to record it, so that you are ready. Ain't no games, y'all. I'm telling you, the way that training classes work with the airlines is, listen, whoever they decide to move along the quickest is literally going to be the first class or the second or the third or the fourth, so on and so forth. So what that essentially means is that is seniority. Seniority is everything, y'all. I'm in the 18,000s now out of like 25,000. I'm moving on up, but I need you to get your CJO if you're applying with the airline that I work for. And for those of you who I don't know if I said this in the beginning of my video, but for those of you who have asked, I still work with the same airline, you guys. This is the only airline that I've ever worked with, so you guys know where I'm at, you know where I be. So yeah, you want to really think about that and don't put it off. If you're fearful now, you're gonna be fearful later. So you might as well just push through the fear, get that video out and let them know, listen, move me along to the next round. Like, move me along. I'm ready, I'm present. So there's no need for you to just wait. I don't play those games. So just hear me in your head when you get that invite, like Fierceness said, get it done ASAP, because that's what we about. We ain't playing no games, okay? I will say my suggestion to you is, if you are someone who works 9 to 5, honey, you want to be up at 5 a.m. You want to be ready by 6 a.m. When the sun starts to come up and you can get that natural light, do that video interview. You'll probably have 3 questions, 4, 5, 6, I don't really know. You're gonna be prepared. You've already, you know, familiarized yourself with STAR method. You've already practiced. You've got some answers because you thought about your different work situations throughout your work history. Like, you're on point, you're good, you're ready. The last thing I'll say that you want to do before you even get the invite or start recording, if you've already got the invite, is you want to think about a few things in terms of appearance. So if you have tattoos, you do not want those tattoos to be visible at all, okay? If you have braids in your hair, because I know like a lot of my sisters, we want to know, are my locks going to be okay? Are my braids going to be okay? If you have braids in your hair and they're not natural color, either A, consider taking them out, or B, go to the beauty supply, get you some little hairspray. You know how people, they spray the grays? Spray it temporarily, wash it out later. You want to make sure that your hair is natural color. Now, I know there's a lot of discrepancies right there. Like, it's one thing if you have natural grays growing out of your hair, but it's another thing if your natural hair is black and your braids are burgundy or blonde or whatever. Like, just keep it professional. You will see a lot of things on the line, but you ain't gonna worry about that. You're gonna worry about what you're doing, tunnel vision, to get you to the next round. And you don't want, you know what I'm saying, like the inconsistency with the hair color, natural versus the fake color, to, you know, X you out. You ain't got time for that. If you have locks, I'm gonna have you know, my fiance is an attorney, y'all. She has been practicing over a decade. She has always had locks. She's a professional is what I'm getting at. Her locks are past her butt, and she styles them. She keeps them neat and clean. Actually, I do her hair, y'all, but she keeps them neat and clean, and she styles it into a nice bun. So whatever the style is for you, even if you want to do a little French twist, whatever, just pull it to the back, away, let them see your beautiful face. And you know, you want to think about too in advance your jewelry. So if you're gonna wear a string of pearls or earrings, honestly, get your interview outfit ready. Put it on a hanger, lay it out. Claim that. Walk into that. Manifest that. And say, you know what, my video interview is coming. I'm already ready. So that's just what it is. In terms of attire, I would say a nice dress. And especially if it's like very, I guess, I don't want to say modern, but very the freaking word I'm looking for, I can't even get it out. You want to make sure that like all of this right here, you don't want that open. Like if you're not going to wear a shirt with a blazer, then you want to wear a dress. For men, I would say a bow tie with a shirt, a blazer, or a tie. I guess just make sure that you feel comfortable and that you feel professional. If you don't feel that, if you even have to question the professionalism of what you're choosing to wear, don't wear it. Dudes out there, if you got to get your hairline, you might want to keep that line in kind of fresh, just in case they hit you with the, you know, with the invite, and you're like, oh shoot, I gotta go get my hairline, and then your barber ain't available. You ain't got time for that, okay? So just saying, keep everything good, because you are manifesting this. You know it's about to come. You know that invite is coming through. So this is actually for everyone, because there are some men who wear a little bit of makeup, you know what I'm saying, just like a little cover up. I'm gonna tell you, you want to keep the makeup natural. You can wear lashes if you choose. I think it just depends on the lashes. Like you don't want to do like spider lashes, none of that crazy stuff. Just keep the makeup very, very modern, very clean. And I've been receiving a lot of messages about this. Please, y'all, a red lip is not required. I don't care what you've heard from other people. I've never not kept it real with y'all. I'm gonna let you know right now, a red lip is not required. It's not required for your video interview. It's not required for training. It is not required on the line unless the airline has a policy that says this is what you have to do for makeup. And I do believe that Emirates is like that, because we now have there's a girl on the line who used to fly for Emirates, and she told me a whole lot of stuff, y'all, that wasn't cute. So what I'm saying is, if you don't feel comfortable wearing makeup at all, don't do it. But I will say, at least make sure that your skin is moisturized, that you look hydrated and like a fresh face. You know, just get you some Vaseline, rub it in real good, some lotion, whatever you use, moisturize. Make sure like your brows are just brushed into place, and just use a lip balm or just something very, very, very simple. Just make sure that you ain't, you know, strolling on camera looking like dried out and crusty. Now, if you do choose to wear lipstick, if you want to wear red, go for it. Pinks, kind of mauvey colors, anything that looks good on you, that is what you want to wear. I typically wear like pinky kind of lips and like nudes and things like that. I used to wear red when we had the red dress, but I'm still not a big red person. I want to try it a little bit, but it ain't my thing, and I get all this makeup sent to me, and they're always sending me reds, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with that? I love a good gloss. I am totally a gloss girl, but I also do tend to put mattes before the gloss, but whatever. I mean, whatever floats your boat. Like what I'm wearing now is actually a combo of two things. It's from Kevin O'Quan. He actually sent me his Glass Glow lippies. I love these so much. I'm actually wearing two colors right now. So I have the color Prism Rose and Crystal Clear. And I just have a brown liner. I love it. It's cute. So thank you, Kevin O'Quan, for gifting me with these. But you guys can wear whatever. You can get drugstore makeup. It don't have to be super high end. Don't go over the top. Just keep it very minimalistic and make sure you look good. Okay, so you just got the video interview, or maybe you had it for like 3 hours and you're ready to click start. It is your time. You're about to go on camera. You're about to make your debut, honey. You are about to let them know that you are here, you are ready, and you're ready to serve, okay? So what happens? Well, during your video interview, you want to make sure that everything is super quiet. No distractions whatsoever. If you have a dog, take your dog's collar off, because honestly, my dog be walking around all the time, but I make sure that her collar is off, because otherwise you guys would hear so much jingling in the background, and that's very distracting. You want to make sure that your just the picture that they're going to see looks good. Like if I were filming, even though Let's Get Lost is like super, super pretty and floral and cute, I would just take this off the wall. I would totally be okay with this nude background in the window. That's fine, because it's not distracting. And I mean, we all love a little greenery, okay? This is life. But I would not have this picture here. So you just want to make sure that it's not so distracting that they're like looking beyond you. You want them to only channel into you. So as I was saying before, be aware of your hands. I'm doing all of this. If I were doing a video interview, I would literally be speaking like this, and I would keep my hands here and I would put them here, like right at my belly, and I would just talk just like this. And maybe I would be, you know, but if I were answering a question, name a time you went above and beyond for an employer. What was the situation, or whatever they were asking. I would be like, a time that I went above and beyond for an employer was actually last month. I was working a shift and I was just about to get off when my boss called me, and he seemed very blah, blah, blah. I don't know where I'm going with this, but you guys saw how I actually stopped talking with my hands for a second. Whoa, she can do it. So you want to make sure that you speak clearly, so that you pronunciate what you're trying to say. I know for me, I tend to talk very, very fast. So sometimes you just gotta slow it down. You gotta make sure that they can understand what you're saying and that you understand what you're saying, because sometimes, you know, those nerves kick in and you just kind of end up tripping over your words. So if you just take your time and you speak slowly, then you'll be able to, you know, get out what you're trying to convey to the person who is actually judging this video interview. As they say, make sure you smile. Smile, 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 but like don't overdo it where it's like super, super cheesy, but you want to make sure you smile. Like show them that you're a happy person and that you're going to be super jolly and you're going to welcome those passengers aboard. And the last thing is, if you have an opportunity to retake your video interview, only use that if you need to. Don't be so critical on yourself and don't use that as like a crutch. Okay, this is not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's not your lifeline. Don't go using it if you don't need it. Because, you know, I often wonder, do they go check and see how many times you use that retake? I don't know. But just have confidence and faith in what you're saying and know that you are being genuine. And again, don't use it as a crutch if you don't need to. I would only use it if like something dropped and it was like really obnoxious, or someone just came in the house and was like, hey, like, you don't want that in your video interview. But if you made a mistake with what you were saying, or you needed to clean up what you were saying, just smile and just answer the question again. So that's just my suggestion there. So now we're moving right along. Okay, so after your video interview, what the HE double hockey sticks happens after? Okay, I know what happens after. Obviously, they are receiving a ton of video interviews pouring in, and who knows what order they review things in. So that's where you have to be patient. You have to understand these airlines receive over 100,000 applications, and you're just one in 100,000 plus. So patience is key, because I'm telling you, there are situations that happen on the line where you really are pushed and you have to be patient. And if you're not patient now, you won't be patient then. After the video interview, you need to pray to whomever you believe in, and you will say, if this is for me, please do not let it pass me. I am just so very grateful for the opportunity to show them my personality. I can only hope that I make it to the next round if you see it fit for me. You have to believe. You have to have faith, because y'all, the world is crazy as is. And if we're not believing and if we're not having faith, then what are we walking around and really doing? And you just need to be patient and just wait for the next step, whatever that may be. And what you're not going to do is you are not going to go on to like Flight Attendant Career Connection and all those little other forums throughout Google and compare your timeline. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Because honey, I'm gonna tell you right now, that person may be moving on at a speed of lightning and you may be a snail in the race to the CJO, okay, to the face-to-face. But you may end up in training before them. I'm gonna tell you one thing, I believe in God, and I know God works miracles, and eyes have not seen and ears have not heard the things that he has in store for me, and even the things that he has blessed me with thus far. And I am just always so amazed at, you know, for example, right, just to give you guys an example, just because this is real and I need you to feel this. So in my channel, I have almost 18,000 subscribers, but I have well over 1 million views. Now, the thing is that not everybody may click subscribe, and that's okay, but people do come back for the information. They do, they come back for my videos. So if there's one thing that I've shared with you guys before, it's that YouTube, we're paid off of the views. I don't don't do this to get paid. I do this because I genuinely want to help you. I'm here to inspire you to aspire to be whatever you want to be. You guys know I do a whole lot. Like on my Instagram, I'm always cooking. Like if you want to be a cook, Chef Fierceness got you covered. And you guys know where to find me. Y'all know I'm cooking. I do a whole lot. But for example, I'm not a very, very big channel, but I've had amazing opportunities. Like I get sent PR from the top makeup brands. Like where they do that at? I have been in Boohoo's fall campaign in 2017. Where they do that at? Like God just be coming in like, listen, this is what I have for you. This is for you, and can't nobody take it from you. It's not about the numbers. It's really not about the numbers. It's about God having this blessing for you, or whomever you believe in having this blessing for you and saying, listen, it's yours. I am opening the door for you. All I need you to do is walk through. So I just want you guys to have faith and just know that like it's not about comparing yourself, because that's not it. If I were doing that, then I wouldn't be, you know, I wouldn't have the spirit that I have now. Like I'm good, I'm blessed, y'all. Like great things are happening for me, so I know it's gonna happen for you too. And I'm really excited for you guys. No matter what airline you are going after, we all do the same thing. Whether we pour 1 can of Coke or you got experience pouring 50,000 cans of Coke, nobody's better than the next person. I just want you to know that don't compare yourself. And after the interview, just keep the video interview, that is, just keep hope alive and just keep on the path and say, okay, what's next? It's gonna probably be the face-to-face at some point. Listen, the last thing you need to do after that video interview is start preparing for the face-to-face. And we're gonna get there, because I'm gonna take you there. Like I'm actually going to really take you there. You'll see what I mean when I get there. So in the meantime, in between time, until you guys see me again, make sure you continue to stay beautiful. Let your light shine. Let nothing or no one stop you from growing, glowing, and getting your wings. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. So now you're feeling extra confident, right? You done told your girls, you like, girl, I'm about to become a flight attendant. You should apply too. It's not that hard. I mean, all they do is, what they do, they serve peanuts, pretzels, cookies, and they just walk through in their uniform. They don't do nothing, right? Wrong.